Yes, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Nandito naman po tayo. I am V, and with me is Elton. Magandang gabi sa ating another kamustahan na mamahay, Elton. You look so fresh today.
Thank you so much. It's all about the light and the yellow color. Dapat laging naka-yellow para laging happy at talaga namang ang ganda nga ng lighting, no?
Parang ano. Akala ko anyway, eto mga kababayan, kamustahan na mamahay po tayo ngayong araw na to. At napakaganda na naman ang ating pagkukwentuhan ngayong araw na to. Pero bakit ka nga ba fresh? So how's your day?
My day is nice, maganda naman at ang tawag din okay naman yung trabaho. At back to normal na nga nakailang linggo na rin tayong full shift sa trabaho at hoping na everything will go back to normal the soonest kasi para yung sweldo natin bumalik na rin sa kung ano man yung dati. Yun lang.
Yung camera
yung happy lang dapat. Thankful tayo kasi meron tayong 21-day challenge ng ginawa natin kay Dr. Djonde na be grateful. Think of 3 things to be grateful pagkagising mo.
Tumatak talaga sa isip mo. Ba't nakabaliktad yung camera mo?
Teka nga lang,
Ben, bahay talaga. And of course, ayan ako, nandiyan na yung ating mga kababayan agad, ang aga nila. Si Ma'am Marilu, ayan, hello po, magandang gabi po sa inyo at welcome again sa ating kamustahang na mamahay. At si Mama Hail ba Hael? Si Sir Lee, nandiyan din. Ayan, all the way from Sarja yan si Sir. Si Ma'am Jassy, ayan, good evening po sa inyo. Si Ma'am Mads, ayan, ako ang dami. Anak ko, nandiyan din si Miss Liz, Hailey, si Nika, ayan, at si Kimi, sabi ni Kimi, Diyos ko po, akala daw niya ay tapos na. Naku, hindi po tayo matatapos sa ating kamustahan. Palagi pa rin po tayong nandito sa ating kamustahan, lalo na ngayong gabi na to. Please, do share ang ating live po dahil bakit? Ako, napakagandang topic na naman ng ating pagkukwentuhan at makakasama na natin ating mga doctors. Ayan, mamaya-maya yan ang konti. Ngayon, iakyat na din natin ang ating magiging co-host for tonight. Of course, wala bigla. Iakyat ko na, wala bigla ang ating co-host. Ayan, surprise na.
Ikaw, Ate B, kumusta ka naman?
Ako, ayun nga, sabi ko nga kanina kay Doki, parang napapagod ako ngayong araw na to. Hindi ko alam anong nangyayari. So, kaya medyo mag-rest muna tayo kasi parang we need also, alam mo na, pag na-stress na tayo, naku, masama yan. Ang dami natin natututunan sa ating mga doktor, kaya kailangan i-apply din natin yan sa ating mga sarili bilang mga host nitong ating kumustahang na mamahay. Nasaan na kaya si Jason? Ayan, nawawala.
Inaanihan natin ating mga kababayan at hindi na tumutok lang sa ating kumustahan tonight dahil pag-usapan natin ang ating mental health, magre-review ang ating mga doctor at kung may katanungan sila tungkol sa kanila mga mental health, sumali na kayo at mag-comment kayo sa comment box below kung meron kayong katanungan, meron kayong mga iniisip sa iyo, meron kayong mga gut-gut na talagang hindi nyo na mapigil na kailangan nyo na i-share nyo yan sa ating live kamustahan tonight at ibabato natin yan sa ating mga bisitang doktor.
Yes,
about mental health.
Naku, napakaganda nito mga kababayan dahil hindi pa rin po natatapos talaga ang ating pagbibigay po ng mga information sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya naman eto na, paakyatin na natin ang ating fresh, parang lugi talaga ako sa inyo ngayong gabi. Backstage na nga lang ako. Fresh, ayan, nakakasama natin ang ating co-host for tonight, of course. Welcome, Jason Roy Botan.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ito po, hindi pa po ako nakakapagpa-haircut. Safe na ba magpa-haircut sa labas?
Oo naman.
Okay. Matry ko nga yan. Well, I'd like to congratulate, by the way, Ka Elton. Magaling. Nagpapatrol mula dyan sa Financial Metro Station area. Napakagaling niyo po at napakahusay po. Thank you very much, Elton. At congratulations po sa ating lahat at talagang nairaos po natin in the service po sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Dubai and Northern Emirates. Magandang araw po magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat at welcome ulit sa atin dito pagkatapos po ng ating matagumpay na Kalayaan 2020 celebration. Ate V, congratulations and I'm so proud of you, Ate V.
Saan? Don't mention it.
Ka-Elton, no? Hindi mo kinongratulate si Ate V. Si Ate V po ay
Alam
hinirang
niyo na
din
yun.
bilang isa sa mga top 20 na mga dakilang bayani awardee. Kaya maraming
Hindi
talaga
nagulat
naman.
kasi ako, bakit ganun yung pangalan? Sino ba
Hindi,
yun?
nagulat sila because of the name. Anyway, nakorek naman yun. Ano ba kayo? Kayo kaya ang maging at tawag dito, power of 5. Sa dami ng mga nanomini na yun, araw-araw, bis ba, nung oras sila natutulog, di ba, kinukwento kaya yan nila sa atin na talagang grabe ang ingay. Kaya naman, ayun. Anyway,
And speaking of Power of 5 and speaking of Bayani, Dakilang Bayani Award, siya din po ay recipient ng Dakilang Bayani Award 2020. Binigay po natin sa kanya bilang pagpupugay at sa kanyang pagpupunyagi bilang isa sa mga makabagong bayani dito sa Dubai ng Northern Emirates. Papasukin na rin po natin isa sa ating mga mental health advocates. Let's welcome Dr. Rommel Pilapil Serio.
Yes. Ayan, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sana po kayo ay nananatiling safe sa inyong mga pamamahay, sa trabaho, no, sa lahat ng aspeto po. Ayan, kami po ay lugod na nagagalak dahil nabigyan po kami ulit ng opportunity. So it's an opportunity to have some sort of encounter with our fellow kababayans and those community leaders and members of the not just the Kalayaan 2020 committee, but of course the community at large. Nakita po natin kung gaano naging successful yung program ng nakaraang linggo, ng nakaraang Friday, during our celebration of our Independence Day. So malaking palakpak po para sa ating mga committee heads, members. Nako, huge success kita naman, no? Numbers will tell us kung gaano po naging successful. And of course, it's the impact of what you do. Kaya para bang binabalik din namin din po sa inyo dahil wala rin naman pong programa, kung wala pong mga community leaders na selflessly nagpapakita po ng kanilang malaking malasakit para sa ating community. And that spells mental health po. Let me connect it to my discussion tonight. So we're given 10 minutes. Actually, I only have 8 minutes left. Para po mas mabigyan po namin kayo ng opportunity na magpahayag po ng inyong mga saloobin, mga questions po ninyo mamaya. Ano po? So, to say the least, ang akin pong isa sa mga partners po namin ng nakaraan, our intention is to really bring the three of us, Dr. Malaya with us, particularly Dr. Maria Jolit Angeline Malaya, who's also our finalist for this year's Dakilang Bayani. No? So, another po yan, feather on her cap bago man po siya umuwi ng Pilipinas. Medyo napaaga lang po yung preparation niya in going home, so pasensya na po, I need to cover her bases. Na magbigay lang po kami ng summary, ano po yung naibigay namin ng mga nakaraang linggo, tapos si Dr. Djonde will follow po in a while. Ano po? So, what we have offered so far is that, especially in my case, I discussed more on anxiety, and the definition given by the authorities, I mean those mental health experts, is that there must be a balance among the three major factors, like physical, kaya dapat po pumapasok yung ehersisyo, dapat po mas conscious po tayo sa kinakain natin, yung proper nutrients po sa ating katawan. That also includes our state of awareness na dapat natutulog po tayo. So, physical aspect po yan, no? So, mental well-being, nandyan po yung ating pag-iisip, cognitive po sa psikolohiya, na kung marami po tayo masyadong iniisip, dapat aware din tayo dyan para we can put a stop on it. Eventually, we know what to do further. At nagre-reflect po yung dalawang factors na yon, ng physical and mental. Doon din po sa paraan ng ating pakikisalamuha sa iba, kaya pumapasok po yung social na aspect. Ano po? So, mahalaga pong tingnan ito dahil sa mental health illness, yung kabaliktaran po ng mentally healthy person ay overthinking, nandyan yung the feeling of negativity. Then of course, nandyan na nagmamanifest na yung paano natin napapakita yung ating irritability. No? So nandyan na po yung may initin ng ulo, to the point na hindi mo na maintindihan bakit nagkakaroon ng mas physical na hindi magandang epekto, no? To the point na nagbabasag ng kung anong gamit, no? Or nagdadabog nang hindi mo maintindihan kung saan nanggagaling ito. So yan po yung kabaliktaran ng mental health po natin na tinatawag. So mental health illness, lalo po pagda-diagnose po kayo clinically, may mga pamamaraan po tayo dyan na na-share natin dati. Yan po yung summary natin. No? And the struggle is real. Binanggit ko po yan during my discussion. Nandiyan po yung loss of job, leave without pay. Others, they have work through, but it's this leave without pay is really killing many of us. And we're drowned to worry. It's like a new normal. Sabi nga ni B, ni Elton, tsaka ni Jason ng mga previous na pag-uusap din natin na it's becoming more normal. No, it's seemingly the new normal. And in as much as we want to say that it's normal to feel that way, we need to thrive, not just to survive. No, so if you just say that I want to survive, you recognize it, but you don't do anything about it. So this is the main difference between what you have to do after knowing what you need to do, so you can also ease out the burden of worry. It's better, easier said than done, but we have a lot of ways and means to do this. All right, so it starts with the stress, as Dr. Malaya mentioned, then it develops into split of different it could be different mental health problems or issues until we can say that it becomes a disorder only when you don't perform the usual act of behavior expected of you to radiate, no? So diyan na po yung nagiging pala absent sa trabaho, hindi nakakakilos ng normal, no, among other things. So nandiyan na yung anxiety. Nabigay po natin ng mga signs niyan dati, yung particularly kung nagkakaroon po tayo ng panic attacks, halimbawa, no? So meron din po na muscle tension. That's part of the anxiety part that I mentioned before. So persistent worry talaga ang dinadala ng anxiety, na to the point na hindi na po kayo nakakatulog, hindi na kayo nakakakain. Yung iba makabaliktaran, sobrang kain at yung social distancing sa refrigerator, dapat din pong gawin yan dahil sobrang kain po ang nangyayari, overweight naman po ang kinakalabasan.
Masobrahan ng kain.
Nasobrahan, exactly. So, yon, yung in-avoid mo nga yung social contact, sa refrigerator naman po tayo dumikit. Ayan po ang nangyari, no? Nagkaroon ng sobrang weight in there. So restlessness and irritability, part ng anxiety po, and difficulty in concentrating, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath. So nandiyan na rin po yung pagtaas ng BP natin, no, ng blood pressure due to rapid heart rate. And of course, yung binabanggit po natin madalas na yung normal activities hindi na nagagawa ng may anxiety. So normal po yung panic attacks dun sa tao na sobrang anxious. Sa depression po, ang nabigay po na signs si Dr. Malaya, to name a few, ay yung lack of interest and pleasure, nagbabago yung interest. Instead na mataas yung energy, very low yung energy natin, at nagkakaroon din ng impact na similar sa anxiety in a sense na nagkakaroon ng weight loss or add-on weight. Okay? Yun, may lack of energy talaga sa depression, which at times ay baliktad sa anxiety. No? So there's also feelings of worthlessness or excessive guilt sa depression, which is not exactly something you can feel if you're anxious or if you're having anxiety attacks. No? At ang very common po sa depressed individuals, they entertain the thoughts of self-harm or sometimes hurting others, and to the extent of committing suicide. No? So sa depression po yan present. Okay? So that's very important to discuss. So we say also that these two major disorders that we have right now and from around the world, nabanggit po natin yung mga talking points natin na talagang mataas yung depression and anxiety nowadays, na sila po yung pangunahin. It's becoming the new normal, no, when it comes to feelings of inadequacy. So both are called THIEF, THIEF, because T stands for time. It steals your time. It does not give you impact on your health. That's the H. I for intimacy, so you don't really have this very good social relationship, with work, with people around you, and it takes down your energy. That's THIE, E for energy, and F for fun. So there's no way for you to really enjoy. You don't really have this state of fun if you have anxiety or depression. Okay. So the last part po na gusto kong i-emphasize, part ng our previous discussion, if I were to summarize even Dr. Malaya's points that were raised in terms of some tips for survival, o yung po tinatawag nating tips, some tips for to keep our sanity, no? So G for, we have grades, GRADES, prof na prof po ang dating, no? G for get involved. It's hindi lang po yan yung pag-involve niyo sa community, no? So meron din diyan na personal level na you need to really listen to what other people would be saying, be part of a solution rather than a problem, no? So ang laki ng role ng social media and technology po sa ating pagiging involved sa maraming bagay. So ewan ko ba mga kasama sa community na ang daming tao na ang dami pa nilang oras and energy to click on that thumbs down rather than, like button. Kung ayaw nyo mag-like, wag nyo na lang i-click yung mga negative emoticons, no? And negative like buttons. Kasi you may not know the impact of that towards the other person. No, may mga cases po talaga na yung ibang tao naging depressed dahil lang doon sa isa na yon na nag-thumbs down sa kanyang mensahe, no, sa social media among others. So that's part of that. Find time to be compassionate to yourself. Relax, no? Get the habit that you have been exercising before. I mean, that you've been practicing before. And if reading books, painting happened to be your passion in the past, ang dami yung dahilan before na busy ako sa trabaho, 1.5 hours ang biyahe ko bago ako makarating sa work ko. So pagdating ko sa bahay, pagod na ako. Ngayon po, many of us are still, having this luxury of time. So give yourself some break. It's so important. GR, and then A, ask for help. A for ask for help. Nag-share po kami sa inyo about Sandaline, no? Hanggang ngayon po, salamat po sa ating mga hosts na palaging sumusuporta, nagpo-post ng messages. You may not know how it takes to basically save a soul one at a time, no? We're not expecting you to solve the world, or our team in the Philippines are here in the UAE to solve the problems of the world. But one way over the other, there are ways and means to provide psychological first aid, and that in itself is already a blessing. So let's ask for help. GRA, and then we're now in D. D for diet or do creative things. Okay. Then E for exercise. And dami po natin na-share dun sa self-care. Take good food. Sa next week po na discussion po is more on the happiness hormones at ano yun po yung other than the food intake, what else we can do to facilitate the positive behavior na internal to us we can basically address, no? So that includes the exercise. And S for sleep. That's a silent pandemic. You're not aware that you're in 7 consecutive days of sleeping something like 5 or 6 hours a week or less. You're awakening your cancer cells, and that's indeed a problem. Other than the impaired thinking and decision making, there is. Okay. So muli po, nagpapasalamat po ako, my time is out, for giving us the opportunity to be of service to everybody, and we're always here to support. Yeah. So back to you, Jason, Elton, and T.
Si Doc Rommel talaga merong timer, grabe, di ba?
I have to.
Well, anyway, babalikan ka namin, Doc Rommel, because we might have some questions from our viewers. But before that, let me just introduce another dakilang bayan. In fact, isa na namang recipient for tonight. Punong-puno tayo ng mga dakilang bayani sa gabing ito. Let's all welcome, by the way, another mental health advocate as well, Dr. Djonde Antiado.
Magandang gabi sa lahat. I see that si Mr. Elton, mukhang in-apply niya kagad yung pinag-usapan natin last time. Talagang all smiles. By the way, when you're smiling, you also release happiness hormones. Ayan. So if you greet your day with a smile, then you are starting out well.
Doc, I'm smiling now, Doc. Really?
Yes. Everyone
Look
is
at-
smiling.
I remember the 21-day challenge, Doc. Every day, wake up with 3 things to be grateful. Kaya ganito ang itsura.
And let us see the effect later. Kasi sabi nila, ang immune system mo mabuboost by 40%. That's something that was researched on. So last time we discussed about resilience. Ano ba itong resilience? Ano ba sa Tagalog ang resilience, by the way? Do you know the translation?
Matatag. Tama po ba?
Pagiging matatag, it has
Pagiging
something
matatag.
to do with the ability na bumangon. Ganun ba yan? So, resilience is the ability to adopt and bounce back when things do not go as planned, or the capacity to recover from difficulties or adversities, mga pagsubok ng buhay, like what we are facing now. Now, in our discussion last time, resilience, starts with our brain. So it requires that we should be able to use our inner resources. When we use our brain, the executive function, papasok lang po ang resilience when we are able to think well, make decisions, innovate, solve a problem, think critically and creatively. But the question is, why can't we use these mental resources? First, neuroscientists, yung nag-i-study po ng brain, kailangan daw natin maintindihan kung papaano tayo mag-cope ng ating mga pagsubok or problems. First, we need to understand the negativity bias of our brain. Medyo nega ang brain natin. Most of our thoughts are 70% negative. So, we start from that. Bakit ba tayo negative? This trait, as explained by the scientists, had been passed by our ancestors nung unang panahon yon. That's why it's called the caveman's brain or the old brain. Okay? So, bakit kailangan? It is necessary for us to survive. Now, when we have that negativity bias, we are predisposed to scan for bad news, overfocus, and overreact to it. What does it mean? Nega nga tayo. So, most often, we usually see what is negative around us kasi yung brain nag-i-scan yan. What if something will happen? So, yun ang function ng ating brain. What have we observed about ourselves? Now, nagkaroon ng COVID. Okay? Paano nag-function ng ating brain? With the 24/7 news, yung mga messages, fake or real, this had overwhelmed our brain. So ano po ang nangyari? Yung amygdala natin, yung sa loob ng brain natin. Sabi niya, oops, may threat. Regardless of whether it is real or perceived. So, an example that I had given was, may sore throat ka. Okay? So, nung wala ang COVID, ganun ka ba nag-alala? Hindi. Pero nung nag-COVID, ala, meron na ata akong, what is this now? COVID. And then, ayan, parati mong naririnig sa news, indicators ng pagiging may COVID, may sore throat ka, hala, anong gagawin ko? Everything. And then you think, what about my family now? What kung mamatay ako? Diyos ko, mag-isa ako dito. Hindi na nila ako makikita. So those are examples. We catastrophize. So here, you would look at the updates, the cell phone, and of course, as a result, what happens? So really, you have activated your amygdala. So what are you experiencing? Nagpapalpitate na yung heart mo dahil nag-increase yung adrenaline. Doon, nagpapump ang heart mo, ano pa. So, mas lalo ka ngayon natakot. Okay? So your amygdala took over, nandun na sa driver's seat. Now just think about it. When it is your emotional center that is activated, yun ang nagwo-work, isinasara niya ngayon yung executive function ng brain mo. Hindi ka na mag-iisip, hindi ka na makaisip, hindi ka na solve ng problem. So yun ang problema. Kung amygdala na apps, close na, disengage, okay? Sinara na yung function na yon. So it is important that we understand kung paano mag-work ang ating brain kung nasa emergency mode tayo. Again, perceive, imagine, or is it real? Okay? So ang result nun, we are vulnerable to depression. So what's the solution? Neuroscientists said, prescribes that we have to take in something positive to overcome yung negativity. So they recommended HEAL. It is healing, meaning this is an acronym. You should have a beneficial experience. Hindi po palagi kasi masyado mo nang in-overwhelm yung sarili mo ng mga negative. Hindi ka na makapag-isip. Okay? So, kailangan i-reboot mo yung brain mo, i-restart mo uli by doing something good or beneficial. So, another is heal, H, ano yung E at saka A? You have to enrich, at the same time, absorb. Kailangan i-install mo sa utak mo yung positive. Okay? So, how does that operate? So, when I said gratitude, kailangan everyday yon i-practice mo, hindi lang ngayong araw na to. Kung i-smile ka palagi. Di ba yung mga may problemas, yung mga anti-aging, tipid ka pa, hindi ka magkakarikas. Okay?
Tama.
Thank you. So, here, when you have to enrich or absorb something positive, nag-change po yung structure ng neurons natin. So, a basic principle applied by neuroscientists or yung principle that the neuroscientists are emphasizing is that neurons that fire together, wire together. So, kung napaka-negatibo mo, talagang ang neurons mo sa loob, trillions yon mag-wire together. Na ang hirap mong, what is this now?
Paghiwalayin.
It's like a Velcro. Now, what they're saying is, if you need to change the structure para magkaroon ka ng new neurons, magre-restructure siya, kailangan ibahin mo yung experience. But it should be positive. So, ano yung mga recommendations? There are 3 to start with kasi mahirap po ang daming listahan. First is gratitude. What is gratitude? It's not just saying thank you. When you are faced with a problem, what do we usually look into? What we have lost. Di ho ba? So, do we even try to think about what we still have? Okay, now we have been talking about nawalan ng trabaho. That's overwhelmingly, that is something that a lot of us are fearful about. But let us say now, nawalan po tayo ng trabaho. That's a reality everyone is experiencing. Is there anything about yourself na pwede mo pa rin gawin? Let's say example, I have known some OFWs sa Baguio, taga Baguio po ako. He stayed in Saudi for 3 to 5 years as a baker. Okay? Umuwi siya sa Baguio. Ngayon, iba yung sistema ng kanyang pag-bake ng pastry. So what happens is talagang nililinyahan siya. He started with a small shop. But with that, he opened so many shops and now he owns one whole building. working. So, he did not
Wow.
think that, at saka po, kahit pa paano, nanonood din ako ng tadhana. Kasi it gives some encouragement. Makita mo na, it's not, I'm not saying, it's not na, yung bang, what the neurologist, rather the neuroscientist is saying is, just calm yourself down, yung emotional center mo, and then let that executive brain work. Maybe you can come up with innovations, creative ideas. That is what they're saying. Another is energize, again, through exercise. Through exercise, you will grow new neurons and restructure. So, yung pong sinabi noon na pag matanda ka na, wala na. Neuroscientists are disproving that. Hindi porke, let's say, 60 ka, 70, hindi na. It depends on what you're doing. Gratitude, exercise, and the last is acts of kindness, where you change the brain's chemistry. You will release the happiness hormones. So, in short, they are saying, new brain has to evolve to adapt to the challenges of a new normal. So, yan po ang summary ng aking presentation last meeting.
Thank you very much, Doc Djonde.
Yes,
Well,
po.
ang dami nating natutunan, especially kay Doc Djonde. No? I mean, Elton, meron pa nga siyang tinatawag na formula. Do you remember the formula, Elton? For
Oh my
resilience.
gosh. All I know is that I am happy, I'm grateful, and I am giving, I'm thankful I'm giving 3 words each day when I wake up that I am grateful. And
Be
smile lang
grateful,
lagi
tama.
kasi yung mga lines na hindi nakakatulong siya na
Yes.
hindi lumabas.
Una lines.
Hopefully, hindi rin tayo
With regards to the formula, Jason, I
Nasa notes niya yan.
something forgot. Nandito lang.
Nasa notes mo. Anyway, batiin muna natin, no, nanonood sa atin ngayon si Madam Yasmin Balahadia Cortez. Thank you very much for watching, Madam Yas. We've got there also Ma'am Emil Parcia, by the way, is watching, and Kapitana Josie Conlo. Thank you very much. At nandyan din si Tess Deliso. Madam Tess, thank you for watching as well. TV, ano ba ang naalala mo dun sa mga 3 episodes? Because yung first yata, we were talking about anxiety, and then the second episode was all about depression. Then
Depression.
Tapos yung pangatlo is about being resilient. Ano ba yung mga takeaways mo nung time na yun, TV?
Naku, alam mo, Jason, Elton, and to our 2 doctors, sobrang dami actually ng ating natutunan. And up to this point, we are still applying it, no? Yung ating mga, kung ano yung ating natutunan sa ating mga doktor. At mas lalo nating naliwanagan actually, na katulad nga nung na-share din ni Dr. Djonde na yung palang ano daw ay napag-aralan, yung pagiging grateful, yun talaga yung tumatak sa isip ko. Kasi naalala nyo yun, nung nagkwentuhan tayo nila, Doc Djonde, sabi ni Doc is 24, ano ba yun? 24 days of be grateful. Eh sabi ko, paano?
21 day challenge.
21.
Okay lang kung dagdagan mo. Mas mabuti.
Paano ko yan? Doc, lumagpas na yata ako sa 21 days kasi di ba nga nung time na yun, it's around like 60 plus na yung ating days of grateful. Pero with all honesty, talaga sobrang dami nating natutunan at mas naging clear sa atin na itong mga bagay na to, na pagiging grateful, na just be thankful, is really makakatulong sa ating pagdating sa usapin ng ating kaisipan. Ayan, ako nawala si Doki.
Doc Rommel, balik ka lang, Doc Rommel, ha? Well, anyway, I've got some questions right here. May mga nagme-message po ka sa atin, ha? I'd like to address the first question kay Doc Rommel. Doc Rommel, sabi ni Christine dito, Doc, may work pa naman po ako, pero tinatanggal na po ang isa-isa ang mga kasama ko sa trabaho. Feeling ko ako na po yung soon na matatanggal. Dahil dito, I cannot concentrate at work. What should I do?
Alright, so narinig niyo po ba ako? Kanina parang nag-in and out yung
yes
yung
po, Doc.
Yes, Doc.
Okay na. Ayan, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay po. Sabi nga po natin kanina, ang dali pong sabihin na wag mag-worry, no? Pero ang nag-trigger talaga sa atin kung ano yung current na situation na Ayan, medyo nag-ano na naman siya. Narinig niyo
Yes,
po
Doc.
ako?
Yes, Doc. Go on.
Yes po, clear po.
Okay po. Nag-reshuffle and all. So anyway, yun nga po. So it's a state of mind. Mind over matter po yun eh. So ano man pong perspective yung gamitin natin kung biological, nandiyan po pumapasok yung aspeto ng shinare ni Dr. Djonde, more on the dynamics of the brain, yung amygdala mo ang una nag-take effect. Pero sa social psychology po, kung titingnan po natin, kahit the structure pa rin ng brain yung titingnan, ang una pong umaatake sa atin, yung emotional part ng ating response, response system. Saglit, kailangan ko maging prepared, may ng mga nawawala na, so what if ako na yung sumunod, given na ganun yung hindi po sa nagiging negative kayo, but tinitingnan po natin yung aspect ng readiness din, di ba? Kapag ka-ready ka dun sa nangyari, kahit anong saklap, na-anticipate mo na yon, the brain is ready to act logically. Hindi na siya yung emotional na part na puro sakit lang yung nararamdaman mo. Dumarating na yung point na nagra-rationalize ka na, okay, things happen for a reason. So, yung marami pong mga, sabi po sa ating mga pag-aaral, yung mga talagang matatalino na, mahilig mag-rationalize, yung po bang may mga dahilan sa lahat ng nangyayari sa kanila, na rationalization po yan sa defense mechanisms, mas nandun sila sa advantage na point na whatever happens, they can always cope, no? Kasi nandiyan na yung mind setting, tapos yung acceptance, nangyayari na rin sa bandang dulo. So, mas madali silang nakaka-adapt dun sa circumstance, no? So, kagabi po, dun sa isa sa mga dialogue namin sa mga owners, community helpers, HR practitioners, sa different webinar po, no? It's so obvious na personality-driven din po yan. Case po nyo, na worry agad yung umaatake sa inyo at you have this tendency to really overthink, hindi ka na makatulog. So therefore, mas naunahan po kayo nung fear, no? Sa nade-develop into anxiety among others, no? Or pwedeng depression din in the near future. Pero yun nga po, ang psychology of fear po, tandaan po natin, is your ability not to understand what's happening. So the result is that your emotional response is coming first ahead of your logical thinking as a form of response. So kung ang point po is, kung if you fully understand, things will really happen the way it is and you can really see the pattern, you need to be prepared. And part of that preparedness is for you to look for options, no? Ano na po yung pwedeng gawin, no? So, kinakailangan ba, may paraan ba for me to establish my own business? Wala akong pera, ano gagawin ko, no? Do I need to look for other jobs? What type of jobs are available in the forefront today? So, mga nandyan ka na, or the least that you can do is to really, kung na-entertain mo rin naman, uwi na lang ako sa Pilipinas, dahil mas maikabubuhay ako doon at may pamilya naman ako naghihintay sa akin, among others, no? So, nandyan na yan eh. So, it's how you take it. Worrying definitely will not make you a better person. No? So, kagaya po nung shinare ko dati pa, regarding the story of sadness, no? Dun sa pelikula na Inside Out. Kung matatandaan niyo po
yes.
yun. So, I said,
I remember that. Yeah.
No one can really go through life feeling amazing all the time. No, sabi ng character na si Sadness, it's normal to feel down everyone once in a while. Without the hard times, how would we know when we are in the good times? Yan. So, I hope I was able to address your question po.
All right. Kanina kasi na-mention kasi natin yung about happy hormones, may mga pagkain. Pwede ba natin balikan yung Doc Rommel before I go to the next question? Can we discuss briefly about ano ba talaga mga pagkain na nagpapasaya sa atin if we feel down?
Opo. Ayan. So, yeah, it's a question for me din po ba?
Yes, Doc Rommel.
Opo. So, first and foremost, yung mga pagkain po na mataas sa omega-3, no? So, you have pwede po isipin kagad natin yung tuna, meron tayong salmon, no? Among other healthy food like kung titingnan po natin yung mga prutas na available sa market na somehow all year round ay accessible and at the same time hindi naman po kamahalan, no? Lalo na po kung nandito kayo sa side ng mundo na ito. You have banana, strawberry, orange would basically also be rich in those nutrients that would boost your happiness hormones. Walnuts, well, we also have almonds, no? So ilan po yan sa mga nakakatulong po sa atin na para mas ma-enhance po yung ating production ng happiness hormones. And isa pong maganda na lagi natin nakikita yung yogurt, leafy vegetables, at kahit po pepper ay nakakapag-improve po ng ating mood, no? It regulates our mood po. So those are just some of the many. Na interesting po yan kasi next week I will have my full discussion on the list. Nakagrupo po yan kung ang gusto nating i-trigger ay serotonin or dopamine. No, may mga aspects po yan na gusto natin na ilalagay po natin. Napasadaan ng konti ni Dr. Djonde yung ibang types ng hormones or neurotransmitter po yung iba dyan. Kasi yung kaibahan din po yan, i-discuss ko po next week na yung iba po produced by the brain, so we call it neurotransmitter. Kung produce po yan ng endocrine gland natin, that will serve as the hormones. Yan po yung kaibahan niyan, dalawang yan. So next week po, we will have a full blast discussion ng mga compartmentalized food intake at anong klase ng hormones na boost noon. Opo.
Nice, nice.
That's
Well,
good.
hello nga pala kay Ina Castro. Sabi niya, good evening po, Ma'am V, Dr. Antiado, Doc Rommel, Sir Jason, and ako pala yun, and Sir Elton. Good evening sa iyo dyan, Ina.
Good evening.
You can ask a question, type mo lang dyan. And of course, hello din kay, meron pa, sino pa bang magpapashoutout? Kay Tessa, kay Annie Facon. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Good evening sa inyo dyan. At hello nga pala kay Miss Vageline Tubaga Pasio. Thank you for watching with us here on Kamustahang Namamahay. Doc Djonde, kanina kasi you were talking about negativity, amygdala. Namamana po ba ito?
Kasi ang resilience po, let me just go back to what resilience is, yung definition nila. Hindi daw ito nasa genes. It's actually a skill that we can develop and enhance. Kaya nga po, yung gratitude, it's not in your genes. But what they're saying is that you have to appreciate that gray matter that you have kasi it's your inner resource. So, you can actually enhance it para ma-attain mo yung full potential mo. What they're saying is actually, there's so much potential in store dito, but because of our negativity, we are not able to achieve what we're supposed to, maybe what is accomplished, the purpose, why we are here, yung potential natin.
Alright. Follow-up question, Doc. Ito pa, sabi dito, may mga tao po kasing malakas ang personality at meron ding mahina. Natututunan po ba ang pagiging strong personality? Yes, Doc Djonde.
Partly po, ang explanation doon is yung environment mo. Okay? So, as they said, behavior is a function of the person and the environment. Sino ba yung, do you have supportive parents to start with? All these things. Now, let me just relate something on resilience kasi yun po ang topic ko. Like for kids, paano ba sila maging resilient? Now, this is a study that neuropsychologists found out. Let's say, before your child sleeps, before teenage, okay, paano mo sila i-develop na maging resilient? Let's say, very supportive parent ka. That's good. But how can you make your kids more resilient? Yan, just spending 3 minutes of your time, cuddling your child or listening na while they are praying, but your presence itself, yung support mo, would really make them more resilient. Kasi yung good experience may store sa brain nila. So, maybe there are those who appear to be very resilient, pero ang studies po, nagsasabi na environment would really also affect the personality of the individual when it comes to resilience. Kasi po, personality, from from intelligence, everything, iba-iba pong explanation. But I'm trying to explain it in terms of resiliency.
Thank you, Doc Djonde. May nag-shoutout lang dito kay Doc Rommel. Sabi dito ni Michael Huson, I don't know, maybe you know him, Doc. Sabi niya, regards po ako kay Doc Rommel. So, hintayin natin kung may questions siya. Anyways, sabi ni Kevin Di Ocampo dito, question po to Dr. Antiado, what is the difference between depression and anxiety? If you couldn't sleep properly, is it a sign of mental health condition? Sometimes I have insomnia. Even I'm not thinking too much, there's a day na 16 to 18 hours siyang gising. So, can Dr. Djonde, please?
Now, if you were able to follow closely yung discussion po nina Dr. Rommel and Dr. Angel, ang anxiety po is usually associated with fear and worry. It's yung future. Ano ba yung iniisip mo sa yung more on yung future. Okay? Yung depression po has something to do with your experience. Do you think na hindi mo na kaya, so you become, nakaka-affect sa self-esteem mo, hindi ka na makatulog, or these things. So they said yung difference ng anxiety and depression, yung anxiety has something to do, yung focus mo is the future. Yung anxiety mo, your inability to cope with what you are experiencing now or maybe in the past. Yun po ang difference.
Doc Rommel, if you can also add for...
Ay po. Apo, first, maganda po yung question kay Dr. Djonde kanina on resiliency, no? Kaya napapost si Dr. Djonde kasi ang dami talagang studies na nagko-contradict and then nagsusupport dun sa iba-ibang perspectives, no? Pero kung susuriin po natin yung on the side, yung topic po ng mental disorders, concrete po yun na talagang namamana siya. No? It's biologically passed on from one generation over the other. So chances are, kung sobrang negative po ng isa sa ating mga magulang, I said sobra, kasi Dr. Djonde was giving us a dichotomy of the brain and how it reacts naturally to circumstances. Pero kung dumating talaga yung point na pessimist talaga na sobra, yung isa sa ating parents and more so pareho sila, chances are makukuha mo to eh. And that can also develop into some sort of illness according to experts, no, in the near future. So yung kaibahan, yung diverting to the second question naman po kasi connected siya. No, yung dalawa parang magkapatid yan, sabi nga po ng mga psychiatrist at psychologists, parang magkapatid yung depression tsaka anxiety eh. Ang dami niyang similarities, may konting differences lang siya, no? So both happen to be kind of negative. The other one has the ability to panic, na andaling may kumaluskos lang, sabi ko nga nung huling time natin, parang pakiramdam mo end of the world na yon, no? So yung isa naman feeling very low, na that's depression, which that person entertains negative thoughts to the point of ending his or her life, which is kinda not so frequent sa anxiety, no? So anxiety, dahil sa sobrang pag-worry mo, pag-iisip mo, at nandiyan yung mga panic attacks, madalas sumisikip yung dibdib mo, nagkakaroon ka ng muscle tension, no? So yun yung very distinct naman sa anxiety. But both have irritability, sleeping pattern problems, no? Pareho rin siya na pwedeng mag-gain ng weight or mag-lose ng weight, no? It depends on whether you oversleep or you sleep with less number of hours, no? So yan yung pong mga warning signs nung dalawa. And unfortunately, namamana yung parehong disorder na yon. Apa.
So, ano
Clinically,
po ba yung
proven po
ano
yan.
po yung ma-advise natin kay Kevin D. Ocampo? Because I think that for me, not I mean being awake for 16 to 18 hours, parang kakaiba sa Doc eh.
Oo,
Ano bang
Opo,
dapat niyang gawin?
Ayun.
Okay, so ang sabi po ng mga experts natin, the reality bites that if you have going towards the biological part, no, kung namana po natin ito, mas matagal po yung gamutan diyan. No, and mas madalas hindi na po nakakaya nung cognitive behavioral therapy natin. Kaya po kayo nagkukonsulta sa eksperto such as psikologista, yung mga psychologists po natin dahil hindi nyo nakikita yung possibility ng pag-take ng gamot, ng medication. No po? So, isa po yan sa mga mahalagang factors bakit behavioral or cognitive treatment or combination of both lang po muna yung ginagawa. No? So lalo na pag hindi na po natin makayanan, we need to really reach out kasi hindi na rin kaya ng counseling basta-basta yung na-escalate na condition po ninyo. No? So kapag hindi na po nakaya ng cognitive behavioral therapies among many types of therapies na alam po natin na available sa market through the psychologists, diyan na po yung pumapasok na baka naman kinakailangan na po natin ng pharmacological help, no? Nandiyan na po pumapasok yung medication para makatulog din po tayo ng maayos, no? So pinaprescribe po yan ng ating psychiatrists. Other than the medical experts po na neurologists natin, other than the psychiatrists. Opo. So hindi po natin alam kung ano pa yung mga ibang manifestations na meron sa nagtatanong kung siya ba yan o kakilala niya. Pero kinakailangan po ma-diagnose kayo clinically hanggang maaga para po makita natin baka escalated, hindi na siya poor mental health lang. Kasi tandaan po natin, normal individuals experience stress, no? So sa pumapasok po yan, sumasadsad minsan tayo dun sa mental health problem or poor mental health, but we are not exactly having mental illness, no? So normal individuals experience that. So pagka po na-neglect na natin yung mga responsibilities natin, sabi nga po natin, at hindi na tayo umaakto na normal, no, sa standard po ng ating lipunan bilang anak, bilang tatay, asawa, no, kapamilya at community leader, nandiyan na yung withdrawal, excessive impact sa ating health, kitang-kita na how it is manifested. We need to really seek help po. Yan po talaga ang ating kailangan na i-emphasize dyan sa
Alam ko may mga questions tayo, Ate V.
Yes,
Okay lang
yes.
ba? Isa muna, Ate V, before I give it
Sige.
to you. Sige. I think this question is to Doc Djonde. Doc Djonde, sabi dito ni Brennan, okay, hindi po niya totoong pangalan ha, dahil po nag-positive po siya, nasa isolation area po siya ngayon dito sa Dubai. Matagal na po ako dito, almost mag 2 months na daw. Pero hindi pa daw siya nakakauwi. Hindi pa daw siya binibigyan ng releasing paper. Pero feeling ko nawawalan na po ako ng energy, nawawalan na po ako ng gana, nakakawala na pong kumain din. Di na ako makahintay. I want to be free. I don't like the food here and I lost weight. Paano po ba maging paano po ba maging matatag? So yun ang last question niya, Dr.
Okay,
Djonde.
what is his name again? Brennan?
Hindi to totoo niyang pangalan kasi
okay.
positive daw siya, but tawagin nating Brennan kasi nasa isolation facility daw siya ngayon.
Okay, so let us try to look into his problem, no? It's important to find out what is he thinking right now. So now he's COVID. Okay, let's say he's COVID. Iniisip ngayon niya is, ano, makakauwi. So many negative things. So whatever you put in, whatever thoughts you have would definitely affect what you feel. Okay? So, negative. So, anong magiging feeling niya? Hopeless na siya. Wala nang, what is this now? Wala na siyang, hindi na siya determined na lumaban or something because very gloomy na. And ano ang magiging effect sa kanyang behavior? So, what neuropsychologists and yung cognitive therapy saying is, let us look into, be aware of what you're thinking. So, what are your worries like right now? So, to help out, ano ba ang aking gagawin? So, they said, allot a worry time. Kung hindi mo maalis-alis yung mga nasa loob ng yung mga iniisip mo, try to write it down, 10 minutes each day. And then after which, look at it. Okay? And after which, try to figure out alin dito ang dapat kong i-address. Kasi give time for your brain to worry. Kasi masisensitize din daw ang brain kung, sige, isulat mo pa para feel na feel mo. Okay? But after which, take it aside. So, ang importante po ngayon is, that's why the psychologists are saying, ano ba yung dapat mong, what is it that you have to be thankful of? Yung COVID, if you look into the cases of those who have COVID, they made a decision. I am still alive. What am I going to do? Okay? Humihinga pa rin sila, nahirapan mag-breathe. So, yung mga, if you look into the, yung mga interviews, yung mga, whatever they featured about those who survived, they did some exercises, they kept themselves busy, thinking of something, looking forward na eto, pagbalik ko sa bahay, sa aking pamilya, I will be happy to see them. So, take care of what you put in your mind, your thoughts. Kasi po, kung ang COVID, ayan, virus na, ang sinasabi naman ng mga neuropsychologists, ikaw ba maglalagay din ng virus sa utak mo? Then all the more, magiging problema yon. So, you are in pain. Of course, you're worried about what is going to happen. But why not try to visualize kung ano pa ba yung what is left. The fact that you're still breathing, that is something that you have to be thankful of. Ang sabi rin is, like for the acts of kindness, by the way, you don't necessarily have to do it just by imagining as you breathe, you inhale, you try to think of something good you're doing, maybe patting your pet or doing something for somebody. That releases.
But Doc, is it? Yeah, sorry.
Yes po.
Doc, is it related yung sinasabi niyang nawawalan daw siya ng ganang kumain dun sa nararamdaman niya?
Opo.
Can we explain that more?
Kasi po, yung gloomy na siya, hindi na siya happy, physically, you would be immobilized. Hindi ka na, wala ka ng ganang bumangon, parang sumusuko ka na. So, what they're saying is, what you think would definitely affect how you feel and how you will act. Yun po.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko lang, paano maibabalik yung gana niya?
Yun po. Kaya nga po, yung acts of yung gratitude, just start with those positive experience po. Okay? So, you have, gaya po ng mga studies on gratitude, by the way. I'm not just saying gratitude, 15 years po na study yon. Ang mga cases po, yung stage 3, stage 4 cancer, and they're able to recover. Why? Because of that exercise, just right, at least 3 times. Maybe you would say, yung mga neuroscientists po, at first, they couldn't believe that it will happen. But they really saw a lot of changes. So, eto po, napakahirap when you are faced with a situation like COVID. So, kailangan po talagang i-boost natin yung immune system natin by boosting it through the thoughts that, or the thoughts that you have about your situation. Yun po.
Yes, Ate V.
Ayan, oo. Ito muna unahin natin kasi maganda yung question. Before we proceed with doon naman sa katanungan ni Shelo. Ayan, kasi yung kay Shelo, mga na-discuss na natin before, so madali na ito. Ito kasi na-trigger ako with a question. Sabi niya dito, paano po ba madaling maalis ang palaging nagagalit at paano makakaiwas dito mula po kaya kay Ate Charito? Yan, palaging
Lagi nagagalit.
Laging nagagalit.
At minsan daw ay nailalagay pa sa social media yung kanyang galit.
Galit.
Opo.
So, sana Sir Doc Rommel, go on.
Okay, sige, ako muna. Pero I'm sure meron ding masishare si Dr. Djonde. So we'll give her the space mamaya. Yung simple formula po na tinitingnan natin palagi, kung gusto po nating ma-alter yung mga not so good behavior, tawag po natin aversive behavior, no? Natin na annoying po na mga behavior po natin. It comes with awareness, no? So pag may aware na po tayo na na mali or hindi po acceptable or mas nagkakaroon po tayo ng negative rather than positive source of influence sa iba. Yung influence po naman natin can be negative or positive, di po ba? So yung more on nagiging negative po tayo, you don't tend to repeat that. Saglit na po yung anak ko parang nagsusway yung kamay, baka kala nyo may multo sa likod. Okay. Ayun po. So, ang gusto ko pong i-emphasize doon, I have this instantaneous thought na I think positive na yung nagiging dating sa'yo. The fact that you've seen it's negative and nagkakaroon ka ng awareness na, naipopost ko ito. So, para sa akin, giant step na po yan eh. It's a very good manifestation of growth. Kapag po wala yung awareness natin, mahirap po natin ma-alter yung ating behavior. No? So, it has to come from that awareness. From the single awareness, one step at a time, we are modifying our behavior na din. Because we come to accept that we are not coming into terms with the environment. Pag sinabi po natin we're not coming into terms with the environment, nandiyan yung nagwi-withdraw tayo or tayo po ang iniiwasan. No? So, tatlo lang naman aspeto yun. We go against, ayan yung mga nag-argue ng mga tao na negative talaga. No one wins in an argument, tandaan po natin yun. But in the discussion, it's always give and take. No? So, yan po yung una na parang yung mga tao na they go against. Some others, ang tendency po nila iwasan. No? They move away. Yung iba naman po, they move towards. So yung moving towards is a positive behavior kasi you come to realize, okay, I have this kind of negativity na hindi naging maganda yung effect sa iba and I need to do something about it. So pagka nagawa nyo na po ng paraan yun, nandiyan na po yung unti-unti na tinutulak mo na yung sarili mo to draw closer to people and become more positive than that. Apo. Ayun po yung simple.
Can I just say hi, by the way, to Tita El, another Dakilang Bayani awardee as well.
Yes.
Raquel Salinel is watching, and of
Hi,
course,
Tita El.
Tito Art Los Baños is also watching. Ate V, please
Yes.
continue.
Yes. So ito naman, Doc, ito sabi ni Shelo Bautista. Doc, any health tips po regarding insomnia? Kasi po, since January, hirap ako mag-sleep. Nag-try na po ako ng milk, chamomile tea, at meditation, music. Kaso, hirap pa din po ako makatulog ng maaga. Huwag kasi kayong internet. Kasi vlog. Yes, Doc.
Baka nagba-vlog naman kasi.
Sige. Doc, ako na ba yan o ikaw na?
Doc, ikaw na. Yan ang ano mo.
Sige po. Saka magdagdag ka lang, Doki, if you feel like, alam ko marami kang insights.
Okay.
Alam niyo po kasi minsan ng mga psikolohista or mental health advocates, to name a few, may mga iba-iba rin po kaming atake dyan eh. Yung iba cognitivist, yung iba rational emotive, yung mga ganyan po na aspeto. So, sa pag-aaral po natin sa ngayon, lalo na po yung exposure natin sa technology, nabanggit na rin ni V kanina na medyo nadulas siya doon. Magandang aspeto yung tinitingnan niya na huwag po tayong mag-expose doon sa devices natin, sa blue light, no, na-discuss ko rin po ito before. So yung hindi lang yung fluorescent lamp natin, kundi yung pong pinagagalingan ng mga devices natin, may it be our mobile phones or our tabs, no, regardless kung ano pong brand meron yan, no, dapat po nakaiwas na tayo dyan at least 2 hours before sleeping time. Tapos bawasan po nyo yung pagtulog nyo ng tanghali kasi napoprolong po syempre yung inyong moment na parang hindi kayo inaantok kasi nga ang dami nyo pang naitulog ng tanghali, no? Yung may hypersomnia po, ganyan po yung tendency. They oversleep in the afternoon. So they have a lot of energies pa rin sa gabi. Plus yung caffeine intake po, I think it's very important na yung iba, nalaman lang nila na yung dark chocolate gives you a very good, boosting of the happiness hormones. So dinamihan nila yung intake. May effect din po yan sa inyo kasi syempre, chances are, it boosts the energy in your brain. So activated po ang ating mga neurons niyan. Nagpa-fire out ang energy nyo. So, kaya nga po, hindi po ba yung may mga konting behavioral problems, lalo na po kapag ka-ADHD, iniiwasan din ng tsokolate, no? So, kasi nga, hindi rin sila, lalong tumataas yung energy at hindi rin nakakatulog agad-agad. Caffeine intake po, syempre 4 hours before sleeping, dapat in-avoid nyo na po yan, no? Yung mahilig po sa shared tea, yung iced tea na made from Taiwan, pataas po rin yan sa caffeine, no? So, ang dami rin po dyan na pagka nasobrahan din yung tea intake, not necessarily caffeine-based, ay kahit tanghali lang nila tinake, grabe yung spike ng kanilang being awakened until nighttime. So yung mga yan po dapat na-observe po ninyo. Pero good na apply niya na yung natutunan niya sa atin before ng chamomile tea, yung hot milk, mahalaga din po na makuha natin. Pero alam niyo po, kahit po how prepared you are sa mga pagkain, if you really worry a lot, substantially kaya gumagana yung brain mo ay gawa dun sa excessive flow of thoughts, no? So, sa mga pangkaraniwang tao po, lalo na po yung mga hindi nagtatrabaho, na somehow very calm, very tranquil yung, ewan ko kung may ganyan pa tao ngayon, no? Dahil sa nangyayari. Very quite tranquil ang kanilang pamumuhay, ay may around 70 to 100,000 thoughts yung napoprocess nila. Pero doble po yan sa napoprocess natin at this point in time dahil sa dami ng worries po natin. No? So pag hindi mo na-address yun na yung fear nasa iyo, again, it's the entertain, ang nag-activate agad sa yung amygdala mo nga, kaya ka ganun na so, super negative. Hindi yung rational thought, rational thinking part ng brain mo ang nag-activate. So, naunahan ka lagi ng takot. So, therefore, hindi ka makatulog. No? Ang dami mong worries sa isip mo. By clearing your thoughts, it's to understand what's happening and to know that pag hindi mo na ipasok sa isip mo na just like a typical rain and typhoon that will only be temporary and soon it will all come to pass. Pag hindi ganyan yung perspective mo at nakakahunta dun sa thoughts na mamamatay na ako, end of the world na to, no? Yung nandun ka dun sa sa flight mode. Wala ka sa fight mode. No? So, pag fight mode, palagi mo sinasabi na there's one God bigger than what we are experiencing today. And there's this thing that would come to an end sooner or later. Nandun ka sa fight mode. Wala ka sa flight mode. No? So I hope ma-conquer ng mind mo yan kasi mind is also very powerful, more powerful than what you think it could be. But there's a gateway towards perceiving and learning and interpreting. Pag na-interpret na ng brain mo na, okay, ito pala yun, na there is such thing as this in the past century that lasted for 2 years, for instance, before it came to pass. Pero ngayon, with the new technology and discoveries, iniisip mo, it could be faster than 2 years. Nag-open na nga ang economy natin, di ba? Although we beg to disagree on that point, dahil baka magkaroon pa ng second or third waves, tumataas na naman yung cases sa Pilipinas, di ba? Tumataas na naman yung worry ng mga tao doon. Kasi yung cases nag-spike up na naman. So, nakaka-apekto din yan sa atin bilang nandito. We understand that. But again, after you recognize, sabi nga natin, may difference din po sa optimism and positivism. No? Yung optimism is your ability to recognize that, hey, this is happening. I need to recognize it. I need to accept it and then do something about it. Yung positive, pagiging positive than optimism, yung positivity ang pinapagana. You're convincing yourself, you're in denial na, no, mag-positive yan, okay yan, no? Dun yung may mali eh. Kasi hindi ka nagpo-progress, hindi mo naman nako-conquer talaga yung fear kasi tinatago mo lang siya, it's there. But you need to process your thought na this too will all come to pass and all that, and it will definitely help. Ayun po.
Yeah, Elton or Dr. Djonde, do you have something to add?
Okay, ang advice po sometimes is if you can't sleep, do something. Maybe read. When you feel tired, then you go back to sleep. But don't turn on the TV, yung titignan mo ulit yung phone mo kasi nga mas lalong hindi ka makakatulog.
Gusto ko yun, Doc, yung parang papagurin mo yung isip mo, di ba? Para makatulog ka.
Reading books can help.
Yeah. That's nice. What else, Doc?
Tapos po, yung sinasabi ni Dr. Rommel na worry, talagang yun po ang talagang cause ng ating insomnia ngayon for now because we're talking about COVID. And somehow they're saying, think of the 4 F's when you are worrying. Like the one, yung trabaho, yung threat ba na mawawalan siya ng trabaho. First is, as I've said, what is worrying you? So, it helps if you write down, ito yung aking worry. You try to face it. Okay? When you face it, you would identify, makikita mo, ito pala ang, when you're writing, you become aware na, I think this is where I'm really worried about. At least you would know specifically what it is. Then, try to fix it. Kung feel mo, andyan yung threat na mawawalan ka ng job, like what Dr. Rommel said, the next is fix it. Okay? Maybe you should start coming up with, trying to find other companies where you can, you have to start doing your CV, find out ways. Or at times, kasi, masyadong, let's say, eto ako, kunwari teacher ako, teacher. Maybe there are other skills that you have, mga transferable skills, which I believe the HR are discussing transferable. Okay? Hindi necessarily na kung dito ka lang. Maybe there are other skills that you have. Okay? Fix it. If you cannot fix it, they said, forget it. Because sometimes we worry too much and it does not really happen. So, sometimes when you talk, nag-worry na naman ako. I just imagine myself, yung parang nasa, what is this rocking chair? I'm just moving, keeping myself busy, but I'm not going anywhere. Yun po.
Ka Elton, meron ba tayong mga comments dyan and any other questions?
I have a question here. Ayan. Sabi ni Miss Bea Alintahan, posible po ba na may anxiety pwedeng mag-result ito sa Alzheimer? Posible po ba na pag may anxiety, pwedeng mag-result sa Alzheimer? Doc.
I think we should consult a doctor, a medical doctor to answer that. Dr. Rommel, what is your opinion about this question?
Insights po, na yung cluster po na mga disorders na meron tayo, they say it's close with one another and that can result to what we call comorbidity. It's not necessarily na magkakaroon ka ng Alzheimer pagka meron kang depression or anxiety, but it's possible that you can have both due to some other factors. No, marami po kasing factors, kagaya nga po ng biological factors na yung father mo mayroong history ng Alzheimer or ng schizophrenia, for example po. At yung sa mother side, sa father side po. Sa mother side naman ay depression ang meron, no? So chances are you can have both, no? Comorbidity po yung tawag natin. At meron din po na multiplicity na sa both stream ng mother, sa pattern ng kumbaga po genetics ay may combination na. At sa father mo may dalawang combinations din. Multimorbidity po yung tawag natin doon, no? Pero hindi po natin pwedeng ikahon na possible ka na magkakaroon ng X and Y na type na together dahil correlated sila, no? wala pong ganyan na formula na tinatawag or traces. Pero, ang sinasabi po ng experts natin ay you're not an exemption to the rule. No matter how intelligent you are, part of the demographics, no matter how religious you may be, no matter how well you were prepared for the future, kung mahina yung core mo, particularly your emotional core, kasi nanggagaling po lahat sa emotions eh. Pagka dyan mahina yung emotional core mo, kahit gaano katalino intellectually, pwede kang tamaan ng any of those disorders. Opo.
Can I say something? Sorry.
Yes, go on, Doc. Go on, Doc.
Siguro, Doc Rommel, napaka-bias ko kasi I read a lot more on neuropsychology and positive psychology. Kasi ang dami pong research na even Parkinson's, yun nga, cancer, Alzheimer's, nagre-recover sila. So,
Really?
kaya actually I'm inclined doon, and of course, abnormal psychology will have, ibang perspective sila. But somehow, kaya nagka-interest po ako na morning, nagbabasa ng new developments, updates about the brain. Kasi po, ang brain talaga, yung sinasabing neurogenesis, like through exercise, nagkakaroon ka ng bagong neurons. And then, yung neuroplasticity, through exercise, through acts of kindness and gratitude, nagre-restructure po sila. So, may element po na sa akin, pag-asa, with all this technology proving that we can recover. Yun po.
Point po, ang ganda po ng binanggit ni Dr. Djonde, no, about neurogenesis, no, or pag-regenerate po ng ating neurons. Years ago, lagi po sinasabi na, yun nga po, as you progress through age, wala na, no, na yung 86 billion, iba-iba din po ang figures dyan, pero yung most recent na nakikita ko dominantly, there are about 86 billion neurons in the brain. And more so, hindi siya nagre-regenerate in the past, no, as part of the previous findings, no. Sa ngayon, other than positivity, other than exercise, other than taking in nutrients, nare-regenerate na siya. Traveling po is a proven antidote kung gusto nyong ma-regenerate o ma-rewire yung brain nyo. No?
Gusto ko yan, traveling.
Yeah, I have an experience po na hindi po kasi ako beach type of person eh, no. I don't really appreciate much yung pagpunta sa beach and all that. Pero bago po nag-lockdown, I had the opportunity to be in Boracay and in Maldives, no. For some reasons, na-influensyahan po ako ng mga travelers, nakita ko po yung study na yun na nare-regenerate. Pag na-combine mo yung nakikita ng what you actually see, yung flow body of water, may it be falls po yan or beach. Tapos coupled with green pasture, yung talagang maganda na layout ng nakikita mo na usual na kabundukan and all that. I felt really somehow rejuvenated, no. I have never felt that way before, na kasi talaga mas okay ako dun sa pupunta sa mga city, kasi more on city life rather than beach life, no. So I felt the surge of replenished energy, nakakaiba. This happened to me before the lockdown. So every quarter nakapag-travel ako dun sa dalawang lugar na yun. I felt different, you know. I felt very light. Parang compared dun sa pagbabawas mo ng timbang, para bang nabawasan ako ng 10 kilo. Ganun yung pakiramdam ko na instantaneously in 3 days, being exposed to just one site. Naramdaman ko yun. So, I support that findings na madalas na emphasize si Dr. Djonde. But traveling, try nyo po. Talagang it's one of the antidote towards well-being and to facilitate this rewiring of the brain. You'll become more positive in your outlook.
Babati muna tayo. Hello nga pala kay Ayesha Sky Fidel from Ajman. Thank you for watching. We've got there also Neil Mercado. Magandang gabi sa iyo dyan. All the way from Mira Community in Al Qudra, Dubai. Yes, Ate V.
Yes, so we have another question kay Ina Castro. Ang question niya kay Doc Rommel, how can you determine if an illness is causing depression or depression is causing an illness.
Po. Okay, so medyo yung kanyang topic po ay it is scientific and it can also be philosophical at some extent. Ano po? Bakit ko po sinasabi ito ay particularly sa depression, makikita po natin yun yung sign talaga na lack of interest, general interest, or change of interest in so many aspects. Inability to concentrate. So kung magiging biological po, mag-stick po tayo dun sa frame ni Dr. Djonde about the brain, may reticular formation po tayong tinatawag, which is part of the brain din. No? Parang straw-like lang po yan, very thin. Affected po yan kapag ka nag-iisip ka ng masyado. No? So it may develop into organic illnesses, na nandiyan yung pagtaas ng sugar mo, ng blood pressure mo, and all that. So that's the illness part, no? Pero kung ang piniperceive po natin ay other illnesses other than depression, parang ang titingnan po natin dyan ay which one is the egg and which one is the chicken, no? So, both can be influential with one another. Kaya po meron nga tayong tinatawag na comorbidity na pag tinrace po ng mga doktor ito, ano bang pinanggalingan? Na-depress ba muna bago nagkaroon ng heart disease? Or nagkaroon muna ng heart disease bago nagkaroon ng depression? Both ways po, according to studies, may contribute to one illness after the other. No? So there's no conclusive evidence that one influences the other and all that. It can be interdependent. It can be intact then, depending on the, again, biologically speaking, how you have inherited it from both parents. No? So walang concrete answer about that if I'll be more direct. But if you would see substantially kung may titingnan ka mga traces, iba ang makikita mo na studies in the past 10 years. Makikita doon in the past 10 years na yung comorbidity happens because first, one type of illness comes into place and then followed by another one because of negligence. Kung hindi mo na attendan yung mga factors like medication, you were not so mindful about what you need to do, there was no self-help, so mas na-develop pa yung another illness, no, other than depression. Pero specific yung kanyang tanong on depression eh. So kung yung depression unang lumabas, comorbidity, nagkaroon ng another form of illness, posible rin po naman na yung past 20 years na study, na kailangan magkaroon ng one specific illness that would trigger depression naman po. So yan po yung pwede kong masabi na according to research, it varies from one generation over the other.
Well, let me just say hi. Ang lalim nun. Sumakit ang ulo ko. Ano ba tama yung sinabi ni Doc eh.
Yung tanong kasi eh.
O parang, ano yung nauna, itlog o manok? Parang ganun.
Masok sa inyo.
Anyways, hello kay, we've got some friends also from Sharjah listening or watching with us. Hello kay Demdem Uwano. And we have there Maria Teresa Uwano, also si Jojo Algeria. At sino pa bang nandyan? Si Kimi, hello to you. And to Jonalyn also from Sharjah. Thank you for watching. May question dito naman si Sherlyn Agoncillo. Sabi niya, or si Bea Avila, how to stop overthinking? The more I think, the more I eat. I think tatanungin natin ngayon si Dr. Djonde.
Parang po sa yung diniscuss natin na worrying din po yan eh. Kasi, there are those who eat na it's their way of coping. That's their way of coping. Walang masama kung nag-iisip ka, pero ano yung ginagawa mo para to have the feeling of, to have that sense of security, o para makalma ka? Kung kain ka ng kain, edi it's adding to your problem, I believe. So, it's going back to why overthinking could be worrying a lot. What are you putting in your minds? But, yun nga lang, gaya nung sinabi ni Doc Rommel, ayan, accessible pa yung ref natin nung lockdown. Di eat ka rin ng it. It gives you a sense of security. You have to be aware of that.
Yeah. So, eto meron pa rin tayong question dito. Hindi po talaga nawawala yung usapang pag-ibig, mga doctors natin. Kaya yung tanong ni Miss C, sabi niya, how to overcome fear of rejections, especially for those people experiencing heartbreaks often. I have trust issues and rejection hanggang it's not easy for trust again. Ito, puro trust issue.
Opo.
Trust issue.
So,
Si Doc Rommel muna.
Sige po, ang ito pong masasabi ko, part po ng guidelines na akin po diniscuss 3 weeks ago, you cannot give something to someone that you don't have. No? So, but it is very important to recognize things that you need to seek for help so that in due time, when you recognize that you're strong enough, you'll be there to give something to that person. Parang sa pag-ibig din po yan eh. Di po ba? Paano mo mabibigay yung full trust and support and love that you can give to somebody else if you have that in you? No, kung hanggang hindi mo pa yan na overshadow, hanggang hindi mo pa yan na outgrow, napakahirap pumasok sa panibagong relasyon na kung saan ay magiging fully trusting and loving ka as a person, no? Better said than po. True po yun. Pero again, bumabal po tayo dun sa concept ng awareness, no? Kapag again, ito ay isang magandang circumstance na you're on the right path of growing. Kasi ngayon, kino-conclude mo na sa sarili mo eh. There is already an acceptance that you have this situation na it's difficult to trust. Marami po dyan na, kumbaga po kung alam niyo po yung windows of the self, may 4 na windows. One of the windows, hindi mo alam na ginagawa mo na, pero nakikita ng iba. The hidden window, of the self. Kung open, yan po yung pinakang healthy. You know your strengths, your limitations, and also other people know it too. Ano kung nandun ka po dun sa sa part na talagang hindi alam ng iba at hindi mo rin alam. Yun yung danger zone na meron tayo. The windows. So yun po yung masasabi ko na na you need to heal. First and foremost, find time to really accept things that you cannot change. And from there, you'll be able to see your limitations. Accept those limitations because no one is perfect. Love yourself as well because self-compassion is very important.
There's another one here. Sabi naman niya dito, ayaw na niya ipa-mention ang pangalan niya.
Okay lang po yan.
But she's a mom. During the pandemic, lahat ng mga estudyante ay nasa bahay, including my son. At sabi niya dito, I'm an achiever myself back in school mula nung bata pa ako. Pero bakit parang di naman namanan ng aking anak ang aking intelligence? Minsan kasi, very depressing na lalong-lalo na pag tinuturuan ko yung anak ko tapos hindi niya nakukuha yung lessons.
Opo. Doc, you want to take the lead? Ang ganda ng tanong na yun.
Oo nga, ang hirap sagutin So,
opo.
Kasi for sure, marami nakaka-relate na parents ngayon dahil kitang-kita nila yung mga anak nila.
Ay nako, naiintindihan ko po yung tanong na yan kasi syempre may 7-year-old din po ako kanina naglalaro po sa likod ko na bata. So, mahaba dapat talaga po yung ating PC. But anyway, marami pong klase ng skills, no? We have the human skills, we have technical skills, and we have conceptual skills. So, kung titingnan po natin yung dimension na yan. No? So yung pong iniisip ko na intelligence, ngayon po sa psychology, pag sinabi mo matalino ka, anong klaseng intelligence ito? Academic skills ba yan? If it is, it's your goodness on the job na dinadala mo hanggang sa trabaho mo. Academic skills happen to be technical skills, no? So, hindi ko matalino po tayo, ay emotionally intelligent na rin po tayo. So, emotional intelligence is basically your human skills. No, literally, we're talking about leadership, dependability, commitment. These are soft skills po. Technical skills is a hard skills. No, these are hard set of skills. No, so yung soft skills, iyan po yung human relations, interpersonal skills. Kasama po dyan yung self-compassion. Kasi sabi ko nga po kanina, how can you give something to someone like love and support if you don't first start with yourself? No. parang pagpapautang ng pera yan eh. Kahit gusto ko magpautang ng pera, ay, wala naman ako mabigay sa'yo. So, wala rin ako maibigay, no? So, parang ganyan po yung concept. So, sa human skills, diyan pumapasok yung patience din po no, natin. No? Ang grit po, your ability to really survive. Sabi natin ngayon, it's not just to bounce back. Yung resilience po ni Dr. Djonde is to bounce forward. No, so parang hindi lang ikaw naka-recover. Hindi lang ikaw naging strong, but it made you even stronger because you were able to move forward, no? So doon po sa aspeto ng pagtuturo sa ating mga anak, patience po 'yan. It's more on your grit No, it's more on your perseverance. No, which is different than your academic skills. Wala pong kinalaman ang usay ninyo sa math, science, and English sa pagiging makatao mo, no, bilang isang empleyado at bilang isang pribadong Pilipino. Magkaiba po 'yan. So, yun po yung kung bakit ngayon you find it difficult to even manage a circumstance like teaching your kid. I'm not saying concluding you have low emotional intelligence, but maybe it's not really that enough for you to say that, hey, I'm really determined to teach you, your kid, the way things would be, no? So yung conceptual skills po, nagko-combine yon ito po yung mga gifted na mga tao na marunong na academically, they have the hard skills and they have the soft skills as well, no? So this is the gifted part of a balance in between the clusters of academic competence and your interpersonal skills or your grit or your emotional intelligence rolled into one. Yeah. Yun po.
May I say something?
Ayan.
Yes, go on.
Doc.
Ito po yung
Yes, Doc.
perspective ko as an
Ayan.
educator. I come from a family of educators, by the way. Now she's a teacher. There's a saying that goes, must slow it before you bloom it. What does that mean? The child has to feel a sense of security. Maybe, yung bang expectation mo, ganito siya. Bakit hindi kayo, I don't know your approach when you teach your children. May I just give a personal experience? Yung sa family ko kasi, educators lahat. Yung bang feeling na my parents would say, ang mga aris magagaling. I was not performing very well before. Yung time po namin noon, row 1, yun ang pinakamagaling. Yung sa last, doon sa last row. Unfortunately, malapit ako sa last row. So, yun ba yung pressure na I cannot keep up with my brothers and sisters, valedictorian lahat. So, sabi ko, naku, bobo ata ako. But you know what? When they transferred me to another school, and wala na po yung expectations, that's when I started really catching up academically. Naging first honor, etc. to somebody na walang-wala. So, gusto ko pong sa mga teachers, especially yung when we're teaching, pati mga parents, there's such thing as Maslow it. Alam nyo ba yung Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Before you bloom it. Okay? There are certain skills sa taxonomy of needs that you have to consider. But you have to ensure that the child feels secure. Kasi po, again, sa neuropsychology, if the child fears something, hindi po siya maka-learn. So, yung fear ba, yung expectation ng parents ko. So, these are things that needs to be considered.
Yes.
Yun po.
Napakaganda po niyan kasi even me, my wife is also struggling teaching my son. Not really struggling, but she's really trying her best para maturuan ng anak ko. But eventually, nung una lang, medyo nanibago. But as days pass by, in fact, ilang months na, it went well. I mean, sa tingin ko, pag nasasanay din minsan yung parents, siguro naninibago lang sa ano bang tawag doon, distant learning kumbaga. But sa mommies natin diyan, konting patience lang po sa ating mga anak. Yes, Elton at TV.
Ayan, ito mga doc, may nag-message dito sa atin. Actually, isa siya sa mga very active on helping our fellow kababayan. So this is the question. So mga doctors, right now, what should I do? That sometimes na-absorb ko na po lahat ng mga problema po ng mga kababayan, mini-message po nila ako. I want to stop. But then again, pag gising ko po sa umaga, again, I still wanted to have, parang preparing din sa atin yan. Yan, Doc. Gusto niya mag-stop, pero pag gising na naman niya sa umaga, gusto na pa rin niyang mag-help. Pero na-absorb na daw po niya lahat po ng mga nababasa niya sa kanyang messenger.
Yeah, Dr. Djonde, ikaw ba?
Sige, ako muna, Doc.
Ikaw muna.
When you are in the helping profession po, or let's say kahit po sa aming mga psychologists, there's such thing as compassion fatigue. Okay? Yung bang gusto mong ibigay pero after which ikaw na ang na-affectan. So, I will ask Dr. Rommel to explain further the concept of compassion fatigue. Pero importante po yung self-care. So, Doc Rommel?
Yeah, maganda. Pareho tayo ng line of thinking, Doc. I was about to say the same na ang mga community leaders po, hindi po kayo exemption dun sa compassion fatigue po na tinatawag po natin. So, kapag nandiyan po yung talagang you pour your heart and your full efforts into something of passion, of great passion to you, dumarating ka din dun sa saturation point no? We're all humans napapagod din yung katawan natin, and you have to listen to your body system as well, no? Pag tinasabi na ng katawan mo na nakakapagod na, pero yung utak mo sinasabi pa rin no, continue helping, no? Dahil this is your ultimate purpose why you're here. Kaya lang yun nga po, may certain fatigue din tayo na nade-develop, and tama po si Dr. Djonde that even experts in the area of helping profession, we do experience this one as well, no? As a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, nagre-relate ako kay Dr. Djonde nung mga nakaraang linggo na dun sa ibang advocacies namin, pumipreno na ako Sabi ko, Doc, how about you? Kasi ito na yung nararamdaman ko, nagkakaroon na rin ako ng mga syndrome na ito na yung mga signs, no? Na nagte-trigger. It's part of self-compassion, no? Maging mapagmatsyag kayo doon sa mga nararamdaman nyo, sa katawan nyo, pag sinasabi talaga napapagod ka na. Have some time din, no? Mag-pull off din, mag-cool down. Kasi mahalaga din na may self-care ka. So, break in between, you really have this schedule na kung ginagawa mo yan 3 times a week, bawasan mo yung frequency, no? But we're not telling you to quit naman Pero again, guys, you cannot answer the problems of the world, no? Hindi po yan ang ultimate solusyon dun sa gusto nyong pagtulong na lahat na lang ay ibibigay, no, to the point na napapagod ka din, nauupos ka din bilang kandila, para pong kandila tayo We want to shed light to the world, but we can only do as much. You cannot provide a full satellite para magliwanag yung buong mundo, no? So yan po, may mga limitations po tayo, and you need to recognize and address that.
Yan, sasabihin ko na din yan sa sarili ko, Doc. Ayan, kasi
Yes, Ate V.
Napakaganda. Napakaganda po yung input na yan, no? Kasi minsan nakakalimutan natin mga sarili. In fact, isa din po akong biktima dyan na minsan mas natatabunan tayo ng ating nararamdaman, at minsan also then we get emotionally drained, especially kung may nakikita tayong isang sitwasyon na nakaka-relate tayo. Anyways, moving forward, basahin muna natin to si Ana Facon, kasi kanina pa to nag-message. Sabi niya, basahin ko lang, but it's not related to our ulcer. If I'm tama po ba ako, Doc Djonde or Doc Rommel?
Opo, it's related to stress. Now, Doc Rommel, ikaw na.
Sige po, meron po ako dyan input. Thank you, Doc Djonde. And for that question, more or less, mas nangyayari po ito sa may anxiety, no? Kasi anxiety attacks po, pagka nangyari na yan yung butterfly in your stomach, tapos minsan po, nagka-LBM ka, and some other manifestations like yung parang pakiramdam mo may fluctuation din ng acid, na minsan kahit coffee, parang pakiramdam mo nagkakos din siya ng acidity sa'yo, no? May mga ganyan pong aspecto. Tapos pag nagpatingin ka naman, wala naman makita, wala rin naman sinabi yung doktor na, sa lab tests mo, wala rin naman ganito. So I don't know if you have tried looking into that. Pero magpa-consult po kayo kapag the issue persists. Kasi there must be medical explanations. Pag wala pong explanations, psychosomatic po yon. It means brought about by anxiety, nagre-react na yung katawan mo on that note, but not exactly pertaining to that particular acidity level na meron po kayo. So hindi namin po alam kung nagpatingin na kayo, kung nagpatingin na po kayo, ano yung naging substantial result nito. O pakiramdam mo lang acidic ka. No, magkakaiba po kasing dimension yun. Mahirap po kaming tumulak doon sa pinakang recommendations. Pero yun po, masasabi po namin na it's a possibility. I support Dr. Djonde's generalized idea. Kasi not in depression, sa anxiety po, most of the time, nagkakaroon ka ng stomach problems. No? Kasama na dyan yung feeling mo, naging acidic ka, tapos parang lagi kang nagbabanyo kasi nga nagkaka-LBM ka na. Effect po yan nung side effect yan noong overthinking. Opo.
I think we can still accommodate 2 more questions. I'd like to throw out the next question to Doc Djonde, yung kay, or rather Doc Djonde, yung kay Arson. Basahin natin.
Ayan. Sige, Elton.
Ayan, ang question natin from Arson Perez Balana. Sabi niya, hi, gandang gabi po. Ask ko lang po, paano po ma-lessen yung pagpapawis ng kamay ko? Tumutulo na whether mainit ang panahon o nasa malamig ako, o relax yung pakiramdam ko, or kinakabahan, paiba-iba ko sa nagpapawis pati pa ako kahit wala akong ginagawa o busy sa work. Sweaty palm, hyperhidrosis.
Did he ever try to consult a medical doctor regarding his case? Yun ba? Sagot ko.
So is it a medical condition?
Medical condition. Doc Rommel.
It could be part of your medical condition. Yung sweat glands mo sobrang activated. Pero mayroon dito kasing sinasabing experts dyan. I once experienced that last year po. Nawala po akong anxiety or anything. Pero bigla na lang may ganun, no? Kaya po yung iba there is such thing as botox sa hand and sa feet, no? Isa sa mga factors po 'yun. Pero syempre, you have to seek for medical help on that note. Pero isang aspect po na napansin ko for sa ibang studies po kung bakit kasi na-prompt din ako bakit kaya nakakagano, hindi naman wala man akong anxiety, pero possible ba 'yon? So sa mga ibang possible reasons po sa iba, it's really a trigger, yun po yung nagiging outcome ng overthinking, no, but not necessarily in depressed individuals. Sa may panic attacks, it can be like that. So kung depende po kung mga may 2 weeks na po kayong may ganyan, at some other factors, hindi mahirap pong ibanggitin na may ganyan ka, pero generally po, yung mga signs ng anxiety like panic attacks po ay yung worrying too much, you have a lot, impaired na yung concentration, hindi masyado makatulog. Minsan iyan po yung nagkakaroon ng impact doon sa sweat glands mo. So it's also a possibility. Yeah.
Ayan. Jason and Elton, ito, Doc, mga doctors natin, talagang kailangan ipasok ang mga katanungan na ito. So ito po ang katanungan ni Pritsay. Hi po, asking po as I have this friend na broken-hearted, depressed these days. Is it okay po ba na i-discuss pa rin namin ang relationship nila or i-divert ko po ang topic sa iba kasi po moving on stage po kasi siya. Ayan. And then i-diretso ko na rin with another question, Doc, since pag-ibig naman yung mga katanungan nila. So,
dumating na tayo sa pag-ibig, ha?
Oo. Then why long distance relationship is the hardest type of relationship? Yan.
Oh my. Yeah.
Naging love guru ngayon si Doc Rommel.
Okay. Sa first question po natin, pwede i-flash nyo po ulit ang complex ng kanyang question eh. Ayan, very nice. Panggaling naman ang ating technical committee. Ayan, so, very true. Binanggit niya na dahil sa nangyayari these days, so very prone po tayo sa depression. And by the way, very sensitive din po ang ating mga puso, ang ating mga way of thinking, ating thoughts. Parang minsan, inihintay mo lang na may makinig sa'yo, may mag-console sa'yo na, oh, kaya mo yan. Pero alam mo naman yun na sasabihin ng kakilala mo, di ba? Pero parang you need some sort of affirmation. This is part of human needs eh. Yung Maslow's hierarchy of needs na binabanggit ni Dr. Djonde na depende kung nasang angle ka. Kung nandun ka po sa gitna, belongingness po yan eh. This is the cluster ng question na yon na meron po tayo. No? So yung belongingness needs na yan. So ang question niya is, i-discuss pa rin ba niya yung tungkol doon o mag-move on stage na siya kasi doon na siya papunta. So, the more na-entertain mo pa yung previous relationships na unless nakikita mo na yun ang gusto, yun ang goal ng kaibigan mo kasi you don't decide for your friend. Your friend decides for himself or herself. No? So, yung point yung tandaan natin lalo na po sa area ng counseling. Pero hindi counseling ang ginagawa mo kasi syempre kaibigan ka eh. You're giving advice. You're not giving any counseling for that person. No? So, yeah, one thing to consider is if you think you are a person that cannot really make a difference dahil established na yung relationship niyo, yung advice mo parang hindi na tumatalab, na siguro that person needs another person who can really professionally help. Bakit hindi mo i-refer sa Sandaline? Baka makatulong naman yung grupo.
Yes.
No? Tayo. May singit pa, no? Kasi yung pagka kakilala mo na, natitigasan ka na ng ulo, ay kahit naman sabihin ko sa'yo, hindi mo naman ginagawa. Sabi ko, di ko ba ganon? Kasi nga may familiarity eh. So, yung tao, alam na rin niya yung sasabihin mo, and that person can even predict what you are about to say. You know? So, naging parang plaka na lang. So, I cannot just tell you na mag-move on na dahil kung ang goal naman ng tao is to work the relationship out, I mean, to go back in that previous relationship, no one can be in the best position to judge that person other than himself and herself. Yun lang po yung pwede kong sabihin doon. But sa second question po, si Dr. Djonde na lang din siguro.
Bakit daw hirap
Or sa first din, Doc, baka may gusto kang idagdag.
No, it's well said, Doctor. Nasa tao yun talaga.
Opo eh. So, mahirap po magdikta. Sa ano na tao. Sa long distance naman, Doki, baka may gusto kang sabihin. Ang ganda niya.
Why long? Okay, it's a relationship kasi na long distance, I think, it's so superficial. Kasi, ito bang long distance ay medyo kulang yung question niya. Magkakilala ba sila ng matagal? Like OFWs, and then pumunta siya dito. Or they got to know each other through online. I think we need to
Ayan.
Kailangan niya sagutin yon. Kasi kung online naman nakilala mo, nakikita mo, syempre,
OFW daw, Doc,
the person will put his best put forward palagi. Ayan, maganda palagi. Something na, pag kayo na, iba na.
Doc,
so talagang mahirap yun.
Sumagot, sabi niya OFW daw.
OFW daw, Doc. Ayan.
Okay. OFW. Actually, ito, when we move to a different place, we are not the same person again. That's what I think. Okay? Iba na yung experiences mo. Iba na rin yung mga tao na the people you interact with are different and it changes you. So when you, let's say, umuwi ka, masisense niya, something is different. That's why it's so difficult already. Nag-iiba yung taste niya. So, of course, like me, OFW din yung husband ko noon. Pag bumalik from the States, ang hahanapin niya, asan ba yung kinagawian niya? Kung sa Pilipinas, tabo tayo. Halimbawa, maliligo, tabo. So, there are so many changes that had really taken place. So when we leave, we're not the same person again. That's why they're saying in a relationship, mas maganda kung magkasama kayo kung saan ka man pupunta kasi you grow together. But if you decide that she stays behind and you go elsewhere, yun na po ang challenge ng relationship. So, to what extent are you going to accept that? Marami ring what is that, doctor? Yung mga
Ano?
I forgot the word. Yung temptations, everything is there. So, those are things that you have to be prepared of.
Ayaw
Ayun,
nila kayong umuwi. In fact, ito may mga lumalabas patuloy na mga question. Basta kasi love biglang lumalabas. Pero bago yan at TV, bago kay Doc Rex. Meron kasi ito may nag-message din po kasi sa atin. Sabi dito, miss ko na po ang family ko. March pa po sana. Ito, naapektuhan din kasi ito sa COVID eh. March pa po sana ako uuwi. Miss ko na po yung family ko. Gusto ko na po sanang umuwi, pero di makauwi dahil hindi pa available ang mga commercial flights. Nauubos na rin ang pera ko. Yun ang sinabi niya. Actually, wala siyang question.
May share lang siya ng kanyang...
May ako sa tinanong kay Dr. Djonde, no? So, nandyan palagi yung dalawang premise na absence makes the heart grow fonder, tsaka yung absence makes the heart forget. So, alin ba yung meron ka,
Galing.
It totally, it only indicates yung ang daming factors, yung range ng experience mo with this person. Kung dati pa kayo magkakilala physically bago pa kayo nagkahiwalay, marami pa ring factors dyan other than temptation, other than yung lalim ng trust and confidence nyo o love nyo sa bawat isa. Tapos yung openness ng communication, ang daming factors no? Pero kung nandun talaga yung openness, yung halos yung iba nga on the day-to-day basis na kumustahan, hindi nagiging factor yung distance, no? Yun doon natin sinasabi na yung there's no long road with good relationship, no? Diyan pumapasok. Pero mayroon din mga opposite extremes na ako po I've been through 8-year relationship, tas nandun na yung part na magpapakasal na, no, before going to Dubai. Ang daming nangyari. Minsan yung long engagement, problema din po yun nagkakasawaan, no? Ang daming nandyan na masyado ng over-familiar, so wala nang bago. Para bang yung masarap na pagkain na ayoko naman po palaging i-compare doon sa pagkain yung pagmamahal, no? Pero yung analogy po kasi natin na pagka yun na lang nang yun, tapos napupurga ka na rin, kahit gaano kasarap, hindi na siya nagiging masarap kapag kayo na lagi nakahain, no? Pero parang one way over the other po, yun yung over-familiarity clause na sa psychology na meron po tayo. Pero hindi rin yun dapat maging basihan Depende sa lalim nga nung pagmamahal at saka trust nyo sa bawat isa. Pero pag yun na kasi yung nawala, yung communication, yung trust, yung love, there's really such thing as falling out of love no? Na nagpo-fall out of love po kayo. So yeah, ang daming factors sa paligid na nakalagay dyan, kasama rin yung matagal na paghihintay mo. 2 taon na lang naman ako Yung first 2 years mo, naging 4 years, naging 6 years. Ganyan po nangyari sa akin Na unang umalis yung babae. Tapos, in the process, ayun, ang dami rin nangyari sa in between. So yun, maraming nangyayari na nasa danger zone na din pagka sobrang tagal. No? Pinakamatagal ko 8 years. So,
wow! Ano, Doc, ha?
8 years din ako.
Yun. Pero nagkatuluyan yata kayo, Jason, no?
Oo.
Yun. Okay po kung gano'n na naging ending. Magkakaiba po yan sa circumstance.
Alam nyo, may pwede pala tayong gumawa ng love program with Doc Djonde at saka si Doc Rommel. Gawin natin yung next time. Kasi
light and at the same time hard, no?
There's no such thing as falling out of love daw, sabi ni Doc. Sige nga, ita-topic nga natin.
Okay, last question. Pagbigyan na lang natin si
Doc
Rex.
Tayo ni Doc Rex pag di natin binasa.
Ayan ako si Doki, parang expert dyan no?
Sabi ni Doc Rex, hello, good evening po. May tanong po ako. Kung ang isang tao po ba every time na may dinaramdam sa pag-ibig nagwi-withdraw sa society at di nagpaparamdam, healthy po ba? Every time daw. Tapos may...
Ay, marami. Marami ako kilalang ganyan.
Tapos may sunod na. Wala po ako sinasabi kung sino po. Innocent tanong po.
Kilala ko po kung sino yun. Kidding aside, Dr. Djonde, dagdag ka ng insights, ha? Yung po kanina na sinabi ko na may 3 paraan po ng coping, no? You go towards you go against, and you move away. You know, yung moving away, yan po yung withdrawal, no? It is always, well, as many experts would say, it's always a negative mechanism, defense mechanism na kung titingnan mo, hindi kasi nasa lose-lose situation na nag-withdraw ka tapos people do not know why you're withdrawing tapos may dinadamdam ka pala. Unless you're very much open after you have withdrawn, you come into the open and discuss, hey, I was withdrawing because I had this. No? So it becomes a healthy point of discussion that you and the other person would know the reason why you're doing that. No? Lalo na po kung community leader po tayo, no? Hindi lang po yan applied sa problemang puso. Bagaman sa iba po na ganyan yung dominant defense mechanism. No, may mga tao po na dominant yung paraan ng coping nila, if that's your coping mechanism, ay mas madalas may negative impact po yun, lalo na po pag hindi na po process kung bakit ka nag-withdraw. And people are perplexed, why have you just suddenly disappeared? Yung nag-incognito ka, ganyan, no? Kumbaga po sa turtle, may hibernation phase. Biglang nag-hibernate na wala na lang basta, no? Sumulpot, tas walang explanation. Yun po yung negative aspect. Again, there's probably a light into it kung napo-process, napapag-usapan. And people come to understand that you're unique. All of us have our unique, coping mechanisms. Individually, may distinctiveness po ang bawat isa sa atin. And no one can judge also na laging malito. Ay kung yun yung paraan mo na withdraw ka lang muna, tapos gusto mo lang i-resolve mo na yung sarili mo bago ka makabalik, nagiging positive naman din yun kung na-open up mo nga na yung mga reasons kung bakit mo ginawa yun. Yeah.
Yes, Doc
Ang ganda na
Djonde.
discussion po tayo, no? Nauwi sa
Yes!
Si Doc
Djonde.
Parang
Doc
na-stuck
Djonde,
na
maybe
ako
you
sa
want to answer.
love problems nila.
Parang pinakamasaya to sa lahat ng webinar ko.
Kung mag-withdraw siguro yung tao temporarily, I think it's still healthy. Baka he needs to just reflect. But if he really withdraws, ibang problema na yon. So that needs to be looked into. We have to probe. Bakit?
May study din po related sa personality that the more introvert you are, the more you have this withdrawal syndrome, no? Pero yung mga extrovert naman that may coping mechanism na ganito, ang sinasabi naman ng studies is that they're more open to talk about it after having withdrawn from the circumstance. So may kinalaman din siya sa person to just understand that kind of dynamism na meron tayo. Thank you, Dr. Rex, sa question na yun. And hi po ulit kay Ma'am Raquel Salila at kay Sir Art. Kasi lagi po silang sumusuporta sa segment nyo. Nagsha-share din
Maraming
niya.
salamat. Thank you.
Kung nasaan po kami.
Ayan. Yes, Jason. May question pa na isa eh. Shall we still answer?
Depende nila, Doc, kasi pag-ibig talaga, hindi tayo matatapos.
Sa mga love talks to, balik tayo dun sa, I think, pwede natin i-address to Doc. Sabi ni Ronald Ruiz, is having suicidal thoughts normal in these times, even if hindi mo siya nararamdaman dati? If so, what would you advise po? Marami po kasing ganyan ngayon after what happened.
Suicidal thoughts. Doc?
At least, I just want to, kasi yung mga questions, kailangan i-clarify pa. At least he knows he has suicidal thoughts and that's already, para bang, warning na yun eh. So, if you have that thoughts, I think you have to seek counseling. Andyan ang sandal line.
Amen.
Tama. Ayan pa isa, Doc. Nako. Ako po, Doc, kapag napipil ko na malungkot ako, ayoko po makipag-usap kahit kanino. Healthy po ba yun?
Bakit? Bakit nga ba malungkot ka? What is bothering you? You have to really think about that. If it's really bothering you a lot, it's already affecting the way you relate with others, yung performance mo sa work mo, again, kailangan mag-seek ka na ng counseling. Yun po ang sagot. Doc Rommel?
All right, I think it's about time for our
Yes.
resource speakers to go at matatapos na rin po tayo sa ating special na episode dito sa Kamustahang Namamahay. Every Monday po yan. Actually, medyo nag-rest lang po tayo. Ginawa nating Tuesday for today. As we discussed yung mga usapang mental health para naman mas makabuluhan ang ating mga natutunan. At alam ko naman po, nakaka-relate tayo, especially during this time of pandemic. Maraming salamat, Dr. Rommel and Dr. Djonde. Before you go, any parting words muna? Let's start with Doc Rommel.
Opo, may maganda rin pong question kanina na gusto ko ring ibuntot doon sa or gawing tale of discussion para po sa ending ko tonight. Hindi po natin como sinasabi po natin na it's kind of the new normal to feel sad, to feel angry, to feel that there's a bleak future ahead of us. But at the end of the day, the most important point is what can we do about it? Don't be stuck in or stuck up. Magkaiba yung stuck in tsaka stuck up. Na hindi ka na mag-move na nandun ka lang dun sa dimension of sadness or being angry and all that. No, just like any other situation, what you feel may change over a certain period of time. It's how you handle it. Mind over matter po, very very important. So the moment you become very aware that there are triggers of why you have suicidal thoughts, like yung nabanggit po kanina. Of course, it's not normal po nowadays to think that. It's usual to feel sad or to be anxious, but not to the point of you ending your life. So you need to basically speak with a professional who can really help you. Some people who are in the helping professional. So please do reach out with our online counseling platform. That's free anyway. From 6 o'clock in the morning, that's UAE time, up to 10 o'clock in the evening daily. So I hope you guys will be able to refer someone, be a blessing to someone, and be able to also enrich yourself to be able to help others. Yeah, thank you.
Doc Djonde?
One important concept that we have learned today is psychological safety. Now, this is a new concept, especially now that we have this COVID pandemic, its impact, all of this, then this concept is very important. Now, so many are going back to their work, new normal, they're saying, but each one has to ensure that the employees are really psychologically safe. So, yung psychological safety po is sometimes it is something that needs to be looked into now. That's the challenge for everyone. Ano ba yung psychological safety? Okay? Are they ready to work? Okay? Everyone now is asking, okay, you go back to work as if nothing happened. So, kailangan po i-process natin ngayon. What do they feel? At least po, malesen yung nasa loob nila. That is one concept of psychological safety. They have the feeling of security. Now, we also talk about teachers now. Kids cannot, rather, the teacher who asks something about her child, again, this is a new concept in learning. We have to really see that the child doesn't feel threatened when he learns something. So, yung patience, these things should come in. So for those who are also having problems still, please connect to Sandal Line. Yun po.
All right, Doc Rommel, Doc Djonde, what should they expect next Monday?
Ayan. So next Monday po, I'll be back on track for my solo discussion on how to boost your happiness hormones. We'll be studying the different types of hormones. Tapos ano yung pwede nating magawa para ma-boost sila other than eating nutritious food, other than exercising. and what time of the day you can best do this, what's the role of sunlight dun sa mga happiness hormones na yon. It's a very entertaining and at the same time very light discussion to talk about. I'll promise not to give you more terms related to the brain, parts of the brain, but sometimes that's inevitable. Gaya ng ginawa ni Dr. Djonde, na-simplify niya eh. Kaya tingnan po natin how the road will take us in this journey of being,
But we don't mind Doc, if you're going to use terms like amygdala. We know already amygdala.
Good.
Maraming salamat, Ate V. Can we just flash lastly on the screen yung ating information about Sandaline? Again, sa oras po ng pangangailangan, may masasandalan po. Libreng crisis line para po sa mga Pilipino sa kasagsagan ng COVID-19 pandemic. Available po sila. Just contact them for a free counseling sa kanilang Facebook page na facebook.com/Ugat Sandaline page. Sandaline is an auxiliary group of Ugat Foundation Incorporated. They are a team of psychologists, mental health professionals, and psychology graduate students trained to provide online counseling to address the needs of Filipino amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Next slide, please, Ate V. And their crisis numbers, hindi pala crisis numbers, crisis lines, just contact them on Facebook, on Google Hangouts, on Skype, at lagi po silang nandyan. Ulitin po natin ang oras, Doc. What time is it again?
It's 6 o'clock in the morning here in the UAE, and then up to 10 o'clock in the evening here in the UAE. Yeah.
Maraming salamat again, Doc Rommel and Doc Djonde, for being here, and good night po sa inyo. Stay safe.
Good night po.
Pleasure to serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Doc Djonde, Doc Rommel. Thank you.
All the best. Bye.
Ayan. Naku, puro na naman yung utak ko ngayong araw na to.
Nakinig lang ako. Ang sarap pakinggan, no? Marami kang natututunan. Tsaka mga true-to-life experiences nating mga kababayan na nabigyan ng kasagutan ng ating mga bisita.
Yes.
Napakaganda.
Pero napansin ko, biglang nabuhay silang lahat ng pag-ibig ang pinag-uusapan. Sa pag-ibig.
Alam niyo, Jason and Elton, syempre mga professionals na yan, they know kung ano yung magbibigay. Katulad nung sinabi ni Doc Rommel kanina, no, iba yung nagbibigay ka ng advice sa nagbibigay ng counseling. So that is very important. So sila yung mga dyan. But may ikot-ikot sa Elton? Ayan.
Well, ito po sa gabi.
Matay na yung screen.
Ito po sa gabi na to, isa na namang makabuluhan na diskusyon ng ating nagawa dito sa ating Facebook page. Well, mga kabayan, ano ba ang napaka-importante nating natutunan sa araw na to? Para sa akin po, ang takeaway ko naman dito ay kailangan talaga na unahin muna ang sarili, dahil kung wala ka naman, anong maibibigay mo sa kapwa mo? Again, this is also a constant reminder, not only sa akin, kay Ate V, kay Elton, kundi sa ating lahat, na laging po nating alagaan ng ating sarili, dahil marami pong mga tao na who are depending on us, our family, our friends. Not only that, it can be your neighbor, it can be the whole community. Who knows? Ikaw lang naman pala ang makakatulong sa kanila. But then again, walang masama sa pagtulong. Just always make sure na you're also taking care of yourself. Maraming salamat po. Ako po si Jason Roy Buckton, also known as DJ John Luna of Pinas Music Zone. I'm gonna be seeing you also on Pinas Music Zone very, very soon. Na-miss ko kayong lahat. At maraming salamat at good night and stay safe kayo lagi. Paalam!
Ayan, magandang gabi at maraming salamat sa ating mga kababayan na tumutok sa ating kakamustahan tonight. My takeaway for this evening is that there is one formula for a resiliency. Ito po yung magiging, ito po yung gratitude natin, ito po yung pag-exercise natin at pag-energize sa ating sarili. At ito ang pangatlo pong formula ay ang mga act of kindness, kasi yung pagiging pagkaroon natin o pagbigay natin ng act of kindness will affect not only you, but also the person that you are giving your kindness to, at kasama na rin yung nanonood na binibigyan mo ng kindness. Yan po yung GEA is equal to R. Ayan, maraming salamat mga kababayan, maraming salamat sa ating bisita. It's another beautiful topic we discussed tonight, and we're gonna see you again for the next episode kung saan magdi-discuss naman tayo ng ibang topic regarding about our mental health. Thank you so much, Ate B. Back to you.
Where can they follow you, Elton?
They can follow me on my, yun nga pala, they can follow me on my Facebook page, Elton Unlimited Creativity, kung saan makikita nyo doon ang aking very special na The Talking Mask, kung saan may mga mensahe ang aking mga mask na ginagawa with regards to hope, giving awareness, and giving much love to our kababayan. YouTube channel also, Elton Unlimited Creativity, and with regards to my Instagram, Handworks by Elton, you can check all my artworks there.
Ayan. So, pasensya na po kayo dahil namatay na naman po ang ilaw. Ibig sabihin, lumagpas na tayo ng 2 hours ngayong araw na ito. And then, naku, kanina talagang, katulad kanina, no, Elton, during our time in at the backstage, talaga namang nai-release ko yung aking stress kanina doon si Doc. So, by the way, hindi naman ako dahil sabi nga ni Doc, we are all human.
We are just human.
We are just human at talaga nakakaramdam tayo nito because of napapagod din tayo and all. Kaya naman napaka-importante to look after yung ating sarili din. So self-care. Kasi nga nakakaramdam tayo ng tinatawag na compassionate fatigue na kung saan napapagod din yung ating katawan, ang ating kaisipan. Kahit na sinasabi ng ating katawan na huminto ka na, pero yung puso at isipan mo gusto mo pa rin bagay na ito. Because this is actually part of pagiging tao natin at yung pagiging grateful natin. Kaya po natin patuloy na ginagawa to. Our body may say stop, but our heart and mind will say just continue because this is what you love doing to serve your community.
Yes.
So, maraming salamat po sa isa na namang gabi ng ating napakagandang topic sa kumustahang namamahay. And then, kita po tayo sa susunod pong Lunes. We're going to be back at Monday kasi medyo nagpahinga tayo, Elton, dahil masyado tayong busy ng mga ilang araw. So, makakasama kami sa mahabang-mahaba pang mga panahon dahil nandito po tayo at magigiyasin tayo ng iba't iba pa nating mga ka-media at ka-vloggers para dito sa ating kumustahang namamahay. So, sabi nga nila, akala po namin tapos na. Hindi pa po natatapos.
No. We'll never stop.
Yes, but ang ating pong pagbibigay po ng mga information at pagkukumustahan sa isa't isa will still continue. And of course, you can also follow me po on my Facebook page account, IMV. And medyo magtutwist na din tayo dyan, Elton, dahil magbabalik na din paunti-unti ang regarding sa events. So medyo mababawasan na yung pag-post natin ng mga ayuda. Okay, so more on events tayo. And same din po ng aking YouTube channel, same po IMV and also Instagram account IMV. Ayan, so maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, grabe, dumilim na naman yung ko. So, dapat Monday fresh na ako, may na ako, medyo maliwanag.
Dapat ganyan, ilaw lang yan.
Sige, di ba? Maghahanap tayo.
Ayan, ilaw. Pailaw lang yan ni Mayor. Ayan.
Okay, pailaw ni Mayor. Alright, so ipa-flash natin once again ang ng ating sandaline, Elton, para sa hindi nakita ng ating mga kababayan.
Ayan, basahin ko. Sa oras ng pangangailangan, may masasandalan. Libreng crisis line para sa mga Pilipino sa kasagsagan ng COVID-19 pandemic. Starting April 2, 2020, available daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Philippine time. Contact us for free online counseling on our Facebook online counseling and Facebook page, Ugat Sandaline page. Ayan.
So, ayan
our crisis line, Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts, and Skype. Like us on Facebook for more details. fb.com/Ugat Sandaline page. Libre po yan, mga kababayan. Ayan, Ugat Sandaline, libreng crisis line para sa mga Pilipino sa kasagsagan ng COVID-19 pandemic. Ayan.
Same.
I-like nyo na ang page na yan kung may mga nararamdaman kayo at may gusto kayong isang guning sa ating mga counselors.
Ayan. Okay. So, thank you so much. At medyo tayo ngayon. Nag-overtime tayo kasi hindi natin maiwanan yung ating mga kababayan.
Kasi napakaganda ng topic at napakaganda yung mga question nila na masasagot din natin.
Yes. And if you still have a lot of question and you want to have ma-discuss yung mga topic na gusto nyo, so simply message us here at Kalayaan Facebook page po. At ayan, ating pong katulad dito, yung sa ating topic na yung pwede pa rin po kayong mag-message and we'll forward it to our doctor's guest para po mabigyan nila ng mga kasagutan yung mga katanungan.
Or better yet, kung nahihiya sila at gusto... Yan, o better yet, kung nahihiya sila at gusto nilang maging confidential ang kanilang pagsangguni, dumirekto na kayo sa Ugat Sandaline, mga kababayan.
Yes, tama, diretso lang. Yan, so thank you so much, Elton, Unlimited Creativity, for joining us.
Thank you.
Marami ka tayong mga pagkakasama. And nakalimutan po namin, walang i-mention. Don't forget as well to follow us, ni Elton, ayan, si Inday Deret, and also Ann, sa aming Kape at Pandesal Diary. And we'll be back para regular Friday din po na mga pagsasama-samahan natin na topic. So, dun din magkakamustahan tayo. Walang humpay na kamustahan. So, thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Ayan. Bisitahin niyo po si Elton, Unlimited Creativity. Ang dami niya mga personal.
Yes.
Ayan. Bye!
Thank you. Bye.